Hey there, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Charlotte with Colorful Teaching for You, and today we are going to be looking at 2 fun and simple public speaking activities for your elementary school students. Last week we talked about high school. Today we're going to be going into elementary. But if you're a high school teacher, you can totally use this in your classroom as well, okay? So if you have children who are struggling to get up and talk in front of people, or who are having a difficult time refining their thoughts, these 2 activities that we're going to talk about today are really going to help your kids come out of their shell. I have used this in my class a number of times when I have really shy kids or those who are introverted, so just to help them speak a little bit. It's not one that's going to get them to speak like a crazy amount, but it's going to get them started on this journey, okay? So if you use this, I can guarantee you, if you use this multiple times, not just once and it's done, but if you keep on using it, you're going to see your kids' self-confidence rise. And you're actually going to see them start with just saying very little to actually speaking a lot more. Okay, so let's do this. All right, the first activity I want you to do is, I call it make your change. So you're going to show your kids an age-appropriate and a school-appropriate movie. I mean, who doesn't like a movie, right? Your high school kids are gonna love it, your elementary school kids are gonna love it. So this is going to be fun, right? You're going to have them watch the movie, and then just before you get to the end, you're going to shut that movie off, and you're going to tell them that their job right now is, when they watch the movie or after they've watched it, the end part, their job is going to be to change it so that it's more exciting, at least what they believe is more exciting. Now, once they've done this part, you watch the movie, and then I'd like you to give them a moment to actually write down their thoughts, because it's a lot, right? Get them to write it down, and then you're going to have them either pair, share. I prefer just pair, share for this, but you could have them do small groups. You know your kids better, but if your kids are really struggling to talk, I wouldn't do group. I would first start with just pair, share, and then maybe move to small group, or do a pair, share, and then do a whole class discussion. Okay, or a small group and then whole class discussion. So you choose which one works best for your class. But I would first have them talk with someone and then open it up to discussion, because you need to have some kids who are struggling be able to write it down. That's a really great way of differentiating or helping your other learners, right? The second step is it's called build it together. So if you didn't, because you're gonna have in that first step, not everyone's not gonna talk in the whole, in a full group setting or full class setting. So if you want to get them all talking, this is a step for you. So in this step, you're going to actually create or recreate the ending of the story or the movie, but as a full class. And what you're going to do here is, depending on your class, each child gets to say either a sentence or a word, doesn't matter, they get to choose, or you can choose, and you're going to create this ending as a class. Now, the problem with this is that it's really difficult to write down what every child is saying, and you really want to make note of this step, because this is the fun part. Once they've had a chance to go through it together, they're probably all giggling because someone's come up with something a little crazy there. What you're going to do is you're going to take out your phone. I can't figure out where my phone is right now, but you're going to take your phone out and you're going to record what they're saying, because once they're done, you're going to broadcast it to them and have them. It's another form of public speaking, right? You're publishing it in a way, and they are going to find it hilarious. You're going to have them bursting in laughter. Again, this is a really fun activity, right? So what I want you to do then, once you've noticed them laughing, is remind them that when they contribute their opinions, their voice to our classroom projects, we get to create something even better, something funnier. And so together, though, that's how we come up with it. And so their opinion and their ideas, it matters. And to keep it in, it's not doing anybody, not helping anyone. So you want them to speak up and teach them that it's exciting. We get to make something better. So those are my 2 steps. So what I'd like you to do is, like, not like you to do, but what we're going to do is we're going to recap really quickly. We've talked about the importance or the relevance of public speaking and teaching it to your elementary school students, and we've looked at two different ways to do this. One is, you're going to have your make your change, and then the second step is to build it together. I like to do both, sometimes one on one day and the second on the second day, just to break it up, so you get to, you've got a variety of activities that way. And then yeah, actually that was our recap. If you are working on planning or anything of that nature, please come and join our free masterclass, because my friends, we are going to help you break it down, and this is especially important for you if you are thinking of starting your planning in advance for the following year. All right, so come and join me for the free masterclass, and make sure you are well planned for your first week back to school, so that you don't have to stress out about it at the end of your break. So yeah, come and join me, and I would love to see you there. It's called Systematic Plan to Super Passionate. I will link to it in the description. In the meantime, I'll see you next week, same place, same time. Remember to create, experience, and teach from the heart. Take care, my friends. Bye.